Welcome. I'm Solari, multidimensional teacher and healer, high priestess of the Open Gate. I'm also author of the new book, The Sacred Undoing, How High Performers Break, Heal, and Rise. And this is available right now on Kindle and Kindle Unlimited. And I wanted to set up this YouTube channel as an extension of the work that I do. So over the past 10 years, I've been dedicated on my own spiritual journey, being a yoga teacher, a sound healer, a Reiki practitioner, Reiki master teacher. I've also studied many different cultures and religions. I'm an ordained minister and a scholar of all things to do with belief systems and what it is that really gives our life meaning. In my work, The Sacred Undoing, it's actually a movement. And so the book has come behind it to really materialize this movement. And what The Sacred Undoing is taking an evaluation of your life and seeing if there are old identities or systems that you had used to build the current life that you're living in that you may not be as happy in as you could be, would wish to be. And so when we look at your life and evaluate, why did you build it? Why did it end up this way? Why do you have all of the responsibilities you do? Who placed them on you? Who told you that these things were important? And what shaped your belief behind a lot of the structure in your life? Oftentimes when clients come to me, they have a healing session. They want to get right into mentorship, working with me to push through their sacred undoing and come out on the other side through the fire into the field of what comes after. And this is what I help you do. We collapse your false identity. We find where you've been living in illusion, where you have been lying to yourself in a lot of different ways. But this is actually a beautiful process. This isn't about shame. This isn't about guilt. This is about returning to yourself. It's about being honest. It's about giving yourself the chance to really arrive into the person that you are meant to be in this earth walk on this plane, right? So once we collapse the false identity, then we get into soul mapping and really channeling what it is that you're supposed to be here doing. What is your absolute mission? What are you here to push forward? Because we all have one, but we get lost in the systems. We get lost in the doing. And so this is why there is the sacred undoing, this sacred process. I, as your ordained minister, your shaman, your healer, your guide, your priestess, bring you through this process. And not only that, on the other side of all of this work is the rise, is building the life that you want to see for yourself, your family, your community, and the world around you, right? It's how to create heaven on earth, how to pull down your gifts, your visions, your mission, and everything that you're meant to do here and solidify it in the 3D. There's lots of steps to this. Some people desire just to quit their corporate job and go live a quiet life, perhaps become a stay-at-home parent. Some people have a desire that's channeled through their actual talents and they want to create a business with it. Or perhaps they want to create an actual movement, as I have done. The sky's the limit, but we're not able to really reach our full potential if we don't drop the illusion around the things that are not really serving us, the things that tie us to duty and outdated systems that do not promote and serve expansion. And that's what we're here to do with our consciousness. And people end up being depressed, anxious, and worse, exiting themselves from this life because they are not aligned with what is allowing them to expand. Consciousness is meant to expand. So if the words that I've been saying here mean something to you, if they move you, if you're curious, please be sure to reach out to me. My website is opengatewellnesstx.com. I also have my number listed on all of my resources. And just know that this is a rite of passage. It's something that everyone has a spiritual right to do, is return back to themselves in this life, really look at the systems that have created your life and ask you if they're helping you thrive, or are they really draining you? Are these things not serving you? And this is a process that you have a right to go through every quarter, every week, every day, however often that you like, to make sure that you're always functioning in alignment. And this is something that I've perfected myself and have been able to really work out the kinks. Of course, nothing is exactly perfect, but it's helpful to have someone along your side who speaks to your soul, who understands how you're suffering, who can understand what it means to you and the kind of fear that you can have from leaving a life behind that was based on survival, that kept you safe, but that was no longer really serving you and your true happiness and your sense of peace. And so this is the movement that I'm leading with my book, with my work, with every client that I've seen that have come through the doors into my chamber here at Soulgate, the temple where we heal. It is a private sanctuary in Sugar Land, Texas. We are working to expand Soulgate out to the high desert of New Mexico and any other exciting places where this work is really called. I want a place for people to come, not just to heal and have a session, but to have retreats and to have a stay and to really absorb a frequency that they can take back with them into their everyday lives out in corporate and into the city or what have you, but to leave a lasting imprint of change, of hope, of possibility, and a remembrance of what is possible.